Welcome all. Question says, on 1 January 1998, a life insurance company issued number of 20-year pure endowment policies to a group of lives aged 40 exact. Okay. So let me draw the diagram that is most important before anything else. So this is your 1 January 1998 and 20-year ages are given 40. Let me write 40 here. I should have written 0, right? Okay, no problem. So here 0, 40, 20, 60. This is final. This is term. After the term, there is no benefit. Term, when I say, we have a fixed duration, not term assurance. This is a pure endowment one, 20 year. So now my question is, before proceeding here, suppose you are finding mortality profit here. Yakshita, question goes to you. If you are finding mortality profit here from 15 to 16, okay, what is S here? If you find mortality profit during this year, what will be sum assured here? If the person, because we're talking about 1 year, if the person dies during the year, company has to pay some amount here that is required to find mortality profit during this year. So my question is, in this case, this is a 20-year pure endowment. What is S if the person dies here? Who would like to answer? Who would like to answer this one? Anyone who would like to answer this question? Neha? Pratap? Aarti? Harish?
Sir, S will be 75,000.
S will be sum assured 75,000. You are saying 75,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are Neha, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go on mute now. Suppose I have a 5-year policy. 5-year policy. Forget about 20-year policy. I have a 5-year policy. And it's a pure endowment policy. Then, and the benefit, suppose sum assured is given 20,000. That means S will be 0 here during this year. If the person dies during this year, nothing will be given. S is the sum assured. If the person dies during this year, then S is 0. Remember, in our formula, we use mortality profit n into probability of dying minus the actual death during that year. And remember, mortality concept is a 1-year thing. It's a 1-year concept. And we write S minus VT plus 1. At least we have started with this. By now, we know this. We have an extension of this formula, the general formula. But now at this point, we know that the formula is this. Here you have to know each one. N will be given in the question, capital N. Small n will be given in the question. Q, you can always see the actual table. You need to know how to find reserve, and S will be given in 90% of the cases. Directly you can take S. However, there are confusions at times, like here. If the person dies here, there is no benefit because this is a pure endowment. If the person dies during the third year, then also there is no benefit. S is 0 here. If the person dies here, then also there is no benefit here. If the person dies here, then what is the benefit? Arti, if the person dies here, what is the benefit?
So 0.
Yes, 0. Okay, you can go on mute. So if the person dies here, then also sum assured is 0, because here in the context of mortality profit, remember, very important. In the context of mortality profit, it's always S is this one, sum assured. That means the death benefit. Remember, in the context of mortality profit, when you are finding mortality profit, there is a notation. We'll bring R also. R is survival benefit, and S is death benefit. However, elsewhere in CT5 Part 2 of CM1, we use S for everything. But here, in the context of mortality profit, we've divided to different benefits. Here, R is survival benefit. We don't have S here because this is a pure endowment policy. So it doesn't matter you are finding mortality profit during the first year or second year or third year or fourth year or fifth year. It doesn't matter. S is always 0. However, the special case is this year. If the person dies during this year, the last year, there is a survival benefit 20,000. Even R is 0 here because survival benefit will be paid only at the end. That's why. So it's 0 here. R is 0 here. R is 0 here. So if you are finding mortality profit during first year, second year, third year, fourth year, R will not come to the picture. The general formula for mortality profit is, if you would like to use, and we'll go to this one also, that will be NQ minus N into S minus R plus VT plus 1. Normally, when we start studying mortality profit, we take R0, and that is the way the questions are given. R means what? The survival benefit at the end of the year, where you are finding mortality profit. Suppose you are finding mortality profit in the fifth year. We are not interested in the 4 years. R is here. You have to put here. I will explain you why R comes here. That's a separate thing. But for the time being, we don't have R. Don't worry about this formula. Just apply this formula, or apply this formula as well. This is the general formula. I will explain you why R comes here. Because anyway, R will be 0. Now, because you are finding mortality profit here, S will be 0. Even S is 0 during any year. There are 20 years. During each year, S will be 0. First year, second year, third year, 20th of year. Because this is the survival benefit. So you will not be able to use this one. If they ask you to find the mortality profit here, 19 to 20, then only R will come. And then you have to use the second formula. You see, when you need to use second formula, if there is a survival benefit, but this is not the survival benefit, right? Yeah, this is the survival benefit. You are not finding mortality profit during the last year. You are finding mortality profit somewhere else. Okay. So 75,000 is no use here. That is the thing you need to remember. And use of 70,000 will come when you find mortality profit during the last year. Even we'll do that here in this question. However, let's go to our original question. We want to find the premium. That is the first one. and then we have to find the mortality profit. So let's find the premium reserve, then we'll find mortality profit. Okay, let me write the equation of value. What is the equation of value in this question? I think you need these 3 lines to find the equation of value. Let me write here equation of value. EPB of income then you need to write EPB of income here. It's very simple, right? 40 yes, Neha, am I correct? Yeah, my question is, am I correct here? Yakchita, am I correct here?
I think yes, sir.
You think, or you finalized? So when you find equation of
Yes,
value,
sir.
what all you need to see? When you find equation of value, what all you need to see?
Premiums, sum assured, and
Yeah.
years. I mean,
Yeah, this is a pure endowment. So we've written 1 here. This is 40, 20 year. Here, this side income. This side, this is the sum assured. This is premium. So what is the mistake here? So when you find this one, a 40, 20, you need to use the table. You need to use the table here. So to see the table, let's go here. Interest is given 4% per annum. Mortality is given 4%. M92 select. I must have said you before, if M92 ultimate is there, normal mortality you can use. But when select is there, you have to write a bracket. You have idea about this or not? So this bracket will come when you have select mortality. If you have ultimate mortality, then this bracket will not come. Now, if you find P here, you need to see from table 40 plus 20, 60. So directly you will get it from the table. You need not worry. And this one, you have to write Pxn Vn formula. P x n v power n. Okay. You write this, solve it, and make it sure that you are able to get this premium. This is given. It's very simple. So when you find premium, you don't need anything on mortality profit. This is one question you can say, one simple question. The only difference is we have used select mortality. That's all. So you have to write a bracket. If you have any problem understanding brackets, you go through the previous videos and get the clarification. So you will get this one, premium 2315.81. Now you have to find the mortality profit or loss, whatever, year ending 31st December 2012. So now you are interested only in 1 year. See, for the year ending 31st December 2012. So when you find that 31st December 2012, then that is which year? You count and tell me. 15th year, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. Let me write 15th year. That time randomly I wrote this one, but I have to change a bit here. This is 15th year, right? This is the start of 15th year. This is the end of 15th year. If you write 01, this is first year. So 0 is the starting of first year, 1 is the end of first year. This is 15th year. And if you calculate also, they've given December 2012, you will get here. Okay. Now you need to find mortality profit during this year. So we are interested only in this year. We are not interested in any other year. So forget about other years. So concentrate this year. Now, what happened during this year? All you need to know. So how many were there here? On 1 January 2012, this is 1 January 2012, you can calculate. 500 policies were still in force. So 500 policies are still in force. It doesn't matter how many they purchase here. Maybe 3,000, 5,000, whatever. It's not required. Many died here. Company must have paid the benefits. 40, 65, not many. Okay. 500, we can make it 1,000. Still, it's more. Anyway, we are not interested here. We know this one. We need this one to find mortality profit. Let me write mortality profit formula here. You have to write number of people that we got into probability of dying. Here, this total is the probability, the expected number of people they will die. Out of 500, what is the probability that a person will die? That is according to age. Here age is 40, here 41, here 54 if I'm not wrong. So Q54 you have to write. This is the probability that a person will die between 54 to 55. 500 into this, that is the expected number of people they will die during the year. You expect this. But how many actually died? They were given 3. That is small n. This part is over. This one you have to see the table. Again 54 when you write, this is ultimate or this is select. That is what you need to decide. So shall I need a bracket here? That is the question. Remember, when you put bracket in 40, because you are using M92 mortality, you will differentiate only for 1 or 2 years. Okay, so see, when you write 40, then if you see next year, it will be 40 plus 1. After another year, it will become 40 plus 2, that will be 42, because there will be no bracket hence after. Then it will be 43, no bracket. Even this is not 41 bracket. This guy is selected who is 40 here. Then 1 year happened. Then when 2 year will happen, 40 plus 2, then that will become ultimate. So we'll write this one. So only for 1 or 2 years you need to worry. After that, 54 you need not write a bracket anymore. Okay, the next is this S minus Vt plus 1. And S is 0 here. Even if you use the other formula where I wrote R is even 0 here. That 75,000 comes here. So if you use the second formula also, if you write R here, I will explain you why R comes here. This is also 0. Let's not worry about R now. So Vt plus 1. T plus 1 is, T is 14, so 15. V15 is what you need to find. You put here, you will get the answer. That's all. So to get the answer, you need a lot of calculations. You do that and find V15 and put here and check that you get the answer. Now, the only thing remains here is to find V15. Okay. So how to find V15? Again, to find the reserve, we'll apply the formula. So to find reserve at 15, we apply the formula. After 15, whenever the person dies, company has to pay some amount. or company will not pay, that's a separate thing. But when you are finding reserve, remember the outgo is important. It doesn't matter it's a survival benefit or a death benefit. So 75,000, you forget about RS concept. When you find V15, I will write the formula for V15. The formula is 75,000 company will pay. Here you find the value. The present age you need to write 55 now. And 5 years more, it's a pure endowment. Minus premium, whatever we found the premium. And then you need to write A due. This one. This is the simple formula. So you can use logic. Normally what we do, if it's a whole life assurance and 75 is the sum assured, so 75,000, we'll write this one, only A 55, and we'll write this 55. Because we have a fixed years, 5 year only left, so you have to write 5. And it's pure endowment, we're writing 1 year. That's what we have done. So nothing more here. Whatever P here you put, see this from the table, multiply 75,000, you will get V15 and put here, that's all. You can check this answer and put there, you will get the answer, you verify. If any problem, you ask me. And remember, reserve, to find the reserve, you have to find here, because you are finding reserve here, how much reserve you need to keep. Whatever amount is the outgo, you need to discount that amount here. So outgo discounted amount is this one. Then how about income? Income will be from here, because you find the reserve before collecting premium. So P, 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 P. So the present value of this one is this, maximum 5. That way you can find the reserve. Yeah, any doubt about this, about R and S here? Where to use what? If you have doubt, you can clarify. This is one of the important topic of part 2, remember? People used to pass in City 5 according to whether they were able to do mortality profit and profit testing or not. Now you have both the parts 1 and 2. That's why you might not get a big question, but still it's important. Now this was the other question where we wanted this. So reserve at the start of 8th year given. I wanted not to use this one. We'll use this one and do the problem, but without using, we'll try. Okay. Double endowment is given here. Double endowment means your death benefit and survival benefit, they are not the same. Death benefit is, survival benefit is double the death benefit. That means here SC is 10,000 and R is 20,000. Survival benefit is 20,000. That is double endowment. That's all. See what you need to do here. Assuming that the reserving basis uses this mortality, you can see the table, 4% per annum interest. Calculate the profit or loss arising from mortality in the 8th year. 8th year, okay? Now, if you want to find during the 8th year, it's a 10-year double endowment. Now 50, okay? Double endowment means you have both benefits. Yeah, it's given also. 20,000 is paid if the life survives to reach the maturity. Premiums are payable annually in advance. So everything is given, 50 to 60, that's all. 50 to 60. Now you need to find mortality profit during the 8th year. So when we talk about 8th year, when 8th year will come? Who can answer? 8th year. 7, 8, right? We need this one as well. And you see the basis. Okay, 4% per annum. This is the mortality given. All right. So it's normal. No bracket is here. You need to find mortality profit here. So we'll write the formula here. Mortality profit is equal to n into Q57 VT plus 1. N is given here. 203, right? Okay. 1591. This is 200. This one you can see from table. This is 3. Then net premium is given. We don't need that. Sum assured. Okay. When we talk about sum assured, remember this is endowment policy. So we have some S here. R is 0. No survival benefit here. If you are finding mortality profit during last year, you have to use both. However, in all other years, there is no R. Again, we'll not use the R formula. So let me write S here. S is 10,000 because there is survival, there is death benefit. There is even no survival benefit here. Only when you find the mortality profit during last year, then you will use R 20,000 because R is not present anywhere else. So let me write 10,000. Now the only thing remains is the reserve. So R is no use. Double endowment, R is no use, at least here when you write mortality profit. Now go to the equation. Reserve at the start of 8th year, that means V7 is given. V7 is given 12,940. But you need V8, not V7. That's the problem. So if by chance V8 you see here, then directly put here, it's over. But V7 is given. So somewhere we have to find V8 from V7. I will explain that today. How to find V8 from V7. There is an equation called recursive relation between the reserves. That I will tell you. From that, if you know at 7, you will be able to know at 8. If you know at 8, you will be able to know at 9. We'll discuss that and we'll find V8 and put here. Then this will be over. However, now that you don't know recursive relation between reserves, you don't know this, okay? That's why I said you don't use this one. We'll try to find V8 whatever way we know. Let's see if it's possible to find V8. We'll try our best, okay? So let's see if we can find V8 directly without making use of whatever is given. So V8, if you write, this is outgo minus income, right? What is income after 8? After 8th year, you are finding here, okay? So what is outgo and what is income? What is income, first of all? It's an annual policy. Check here. Annual in advance, okay? So yeah, all the premiums, whatever is there, you have to pay. So let me write here minus, this part I can write minus P A due 58 2, right? because only up to 2 years, 8, 9, 10 in advance. After that, there is no premium. How about this one? Premium is given in the question. Okay. You can put here, you can find. What about the sum assured? Sum assured, you have to write two terms here because they are not the same. First one is death benefit. What is death benefit? 10,000. And what is the age now? 58. Now it's your task to find V8 and verify whether the V8 I will find now, this matches with this one or not. Let me know next time. Now, when you find this one, do you have actual table and can you find this one? That is the question. A5812. Okay, I'm keeping it pending because it depends on a lot of factors, what table is given, what you need to see and all that. And you find and verify because P is given. The only thing you need to do is you need to verify whether these are there or not. It might take a lot of time. Even if I would like you to try using the mortality given for ELT males table and find these values and verify whether that matches this one or not. And this is a chance for you to know more. The more you do, the more you know. Okay. So you do it and confirm with me. Now I will use other method. Now we'll find in a different way. Okay. You try this one and let me know whether they match or not. Now I wanted to teach something. We'll do that. And that's very, very important. Recursive relation between reserves. If you know reserve at a point, how can you reserve at another point? Another point, when I say consecutive point, there's point next to that. Okay. So you consider any year. We don't need the whole. This is a 1 year concept. You consider any year. Suppose this year is Tth year. T to T plus 1. Age will be x plus T plus 1. Here we have reserved Vt. And here we have reserved Vt plus 1. If you don't understand fully, never mind. We'll use it time and again. You will be able to know better. You need to remember the formula, that's all. So recursive relation of reserve says you have kept Vt as reserve to pay the benefits. Now what will happen? Suppose one person is there, either the person will die here or will not die. These are the two cases. If the person dies here, then company has to pay benefit. At least I'm talking about end of the year benefit. Suppose this guy dies here, company will pay benefit here. We can start with 1. Normally you see the equations, they've taken 1, or you can take S also. If S is the benefit, company has to pay to this person here. Under what condition? The person has to die. Dying probability you have to write. S into Q x plus T. With this probability, the person will die and you pay S. Now with this probability, when the person will survive during this year, this is the probability. And if the person survives, you will definitely not pay the sum assured because he is surviving. You will get angry. He also will get angry. So company will keep reserve here so that whenever this guy dies somewhere, they will pay at the end of the year. So for that, they will keep reserve. The reserve name is Vt plus 1. So with this probability, company will keep reserve. So reserve into this probability. So this must be equal to whatever reserve you had. Okay. That reserve you bring here. That means suppose we have a reserve 10,000 here. Or maybe some water. We have some water, this much water. And during rainy season, water level will increase. Next time you will have 11,000 gallons or whatever water. That way, this money will increase to 10,000 into 1 plus I. Now this water must be sufficient for our cultivation, and you need to keep some reserve. That way, whatever reserve you had here, that reserve grew to, at this point, not Vt plus 1. We want Vt plus 1 here. That's a separate thing. And not for all, for those who will survive. So death benefit you have to pay. So whatever reserve you kept, that reserve you bring here, even you will see later, that will earn interest. Okay. If that sits in a bank, that will definitely gains interest, and reserve grows. So the reserve will grow. If it's 10,000, probably it will be, suppose, 11,000. That way. Now that the reserve Vt, we kept this increase to this amount will be sufficient to pay the sum assured if the person dies. If the person survives, you have to keep the reserve. Okay. So Vt into 1 plus I. This is recursive relation of reserves. Certain things are new for the first time you see. So when you use many times, they will be easier for you because you will feel familiar. Never mind, accept it. Okay, this is recursive relation of reserves. Now using this one, you can find reserve at a point, if you know reserve at a point close to that. Okay, I mean consecutive to that. We'll apply this one here, and we'll see how this is beneficial. What is S here? Anyone who can answer? S is given in the question, right? What is S here? 10,000?
Death benefit.
Yeah, 10,000. And Qx plus T, that one is here, Qx plus T. Okay. You need to write that. You have to see the table, at least Q is given. What is Qx plus T? I mean, which year we are talking? Which year? 8th year, right?
8th year.
So that I need to write. Yeah. Plus P7 into V8 is equal to V7 into, what is interest rate here? 4%. So V7 is given in the question. Okay. See here. Reserve at the start of the 8th year, that is 7. Okay. End of the 8th year is 8. So 12,940 is given. This is given 12,940 into 1.04. You write that. Then you see this from the table, ELT mail table. Then you know P7 also. If you know Q7, then solve this, find V8. Find V8 and put in the equation. Okay. And do this problem and check the answer. You complete these two problems. I've already completed these two. You complete these two and you verify this one as well. Let me know whether the reserve you get by solving this equation and by using recursive relation of reserves, whether you are getting same or not. That you have to tell me. That's all for today's class. We'll continue more of mortality profit next time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right.